Thank you. Second frame. Mthew Stevens to break.
Didn't put Ding in trouble off that break, but at least he hasn't left a long red on. We've seen quite a lot of that this week from the players' break-offs. Opponent having a chance at a long red to pot. So Mthew Stevens is gone one frame behind. He's, as Dennis mentioned, he hasn't beaten Ding 5 times they've played. Surprising that. And you get some players that on the circuit that you tend to clash with and don't like playing against, and perhaps Ding is one of them for Mthew Stevens. No shots like that will help him. Totally mishit that one. So found a gap. It was going a little bit too strong. Caught the green and stayed in the balk area. And they all smiled in the front row.
Yeah, the most recent meeting was in the German Masters not that long ago, and Ding won that 5-1. Funny enough, they played in round 2 in the 2006 UK Championship. Ding won that 9-5.
He'll do well to win 9-5 today, won't he? First the 6 now.
Well, he is playing well enough.
Some players, of course, are not keen on the changes. It'd have been perfect if he could have just nudged that red off the cushion and stayed on the black. Pot's a little more difficult now.
Well, there's just something distracting Mthew there. Just picked up a little bit of fluff or a little bit of hair off the cloth. He hasn't settled, has he?
Mthew Stevens 1.
In his opening match against Marcus Campbell, he was devastating with breaks of 136 and 140. But he's yet to get going. Okay, we're only in the second frame, but as Terry said, now it's the best of 11. You don't want to fall too many behind at the beginning of the match. We know what Ding's like if he gets his tail up. You need to keep this young man under a bit of pressure. Otherwise he can run away from you quite easily.
Well, he's just lost a bit of pace, the cue ball there. It's still a good shot. Played that with a lot of power to change the angle off after potting that blue.
6.
And that's in his favour. Straightforward position now for the blue on the black spot.
7.
And that black there, Mthew Stevens missed it. If he'd been playing really well so far in this match, he would have expected to get it, but they're a bit testing those when you haven't potted many balls. Oh, that's amazing.
Junhui.
Amazing.
7.
Full pocket, easy positional shot. Didn't have a kick. He didn't get on the red properly either.
That was just lack of concentration there. It was a formality, the pot, but it just shows you this game, you've got to give everything 100% concentration. Oh, and this might go in the middle pocket. It looks a bit tight from this picture, but obviously Mthew thinks it passes those two reds. Just a little bit scrappy at the moment, and not only has he missed the red, he's left the one on that's near the green. No problem with position, you would think, with the blue over the pocket. He might need a plant here to come to his rescue. And the back two reds, he's now lining them up. So he'd have to make it. It's not in a direct line with the pocket.
One.
Well, he's not on the blue this time. He may have to swerve around the red, because he put the blue there when he missed it. A very easy one a few shots ago. Right. Only problem with that, it does restrict his positional choices. He had to swerve it round, so the check spin was going to take off the cushion. He looks a bit straight on the red nearest to this cushion. He's taken the more difficult pot on to gain position. It's a good shot, that.
7.
You're safe in the knowledge the green was available there.
If that white had have pulled up a little bit shorter, he might have been able to pot the green and can it into the pink and reds. I don't think he can do that. So he's going to have to work a little bit harder here. Back for the blue.
10.
Hopefully he's got a good angle on the red to get nicely onto the blue. Well, it's just off straight, so there's no way he can play the cannon onto the pink and 3 reds. But I think if he removes one of these reds, it might clear the pink for the left corner. Yeah, and the red he's dropped on here.
16.
I thought he was going to finish on the back red of the 3.
$17.
Well, there you see it, the pink is blocked by that red that's nearest the pocket. The pink may be available into the right middle pocket. And if he
22.
leaves it in such a way, he can then just nudge the 3 reds. Yep,
23.
perfect angle. And if this works out, he could give himself a chance to score enough to win this second frame.
Hasn't been the quality we expected from these two players, but sometimes the balls don't allow you
29.
to play a free-flowing game. There's been a few shots missed from both, but the blacks hasn't been on his spot, I don't think, in either frame for a long time.
30.
This is better from Ding. See, right in the heart of the pocket. A little unfortunate there with the kiss on the red. He had to play into the reds.
36.
Not sure if he can pot the one behind the pink, and even if he does, he'll be cannoning into the pink. So you're never 100% sure where it's going to go. Well, I think he is anyway. Let's have a look. Yes. It's always going away from him, the pink
37.
then. So good pot needed in the top right-hand corner to keep this break going. It's been the pattern so far when there's been a shot
Junhui,
that isn't that
37.
easy, shall we say. Both players have been missing them.
What a result Ding's had there, Terry. No wonder Mthew's smiling. I think even Jan Verhaas had a smile at that shot. How has he finished up blocking that red? Pink somehow got into the way. And he got down and played that quite casually. He wanted to open the reds up, but it looks as if he's left the one that's over the pocket. There's a path through to that. Well, poor effort from Ding there. Bit of a chance here for Mthew to get himself back into this second frame.
1.
He had a chance late on in the first frame to get back into it.
7.
But similar to now, they're not ideally placed. But at least it's a chance. Sometimes to change a pattern of a match, you've got to make this type of clearance.
Eight.
Pink might be the choice to get in between those two reds. Just watch where he places the cue ball here. Leaving himself a choice of reds if he's gone too far for the one that's nearest the pocket.
14.